The Panthers Poundcast is for entertainment purposes only. The opinions expressed on the show are solely those of the presenters and in no way reflect the views of the Panthers organization. Listener discretion is advised.
You got it.
This is Panthers Poundcast.
Need my hat
HIV positive.
and your glasses. Fuck, I do need my glasses.
Where are your glasses?
I think they're downstairs. Fuck my glasses.
Oh,
I heard
shit.
that. People like to see your pretty eyes anyways. And we did only have 3 sacks total.
3 sacks, 2 with
Two of
Julius
them were
Peppers and
Peppers.
Addison.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right, Addison. It's gonna drop our level.
Dude, how much has Addison come on in the last 2 years? You know what? Fuck it. Welcome to the Panthers Poundcast. I'm Master Splinter here with Jamaica's Plow, Los Pantera,
Yo.
and the Jesticle.
Jesticle. With his face paint.
Jesticle.
Your face paint.
He's got beautiful
Lean in.
face
Lean
paint.
in, get in the light.
You
Get in there,
don't want to
get in that
see that.
shit.
He paid at least $5 American for that at the Panther Stadium.
Got the bitchin'
Oh
Willie
yeah,
Nelson.
speaking of at the Panthers, I'm not trying to interrupt you. Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson, yes.
What about Willie Nelson?
Ponytails.
Before he
Yeah.
cut his hair.
You got pretty ponytails, is basically what we're telling you.
We finally beat the Bills at Bank of America Stadium.
We did that. There's only
Kind of.
2 teams left.
Fucking kinda.
Fuck you, Betty. Fuck you, Betty.
Okay.
Why are you so negative, Splinter? We won.
That
It's
was
a W.
that was one of the worst football games I've
He's
ever
making
seen.
good television.
No doubt, no doubt. It was
That was
worse.
one of the worst football games I have ever seen.
I've seen better high school games.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you?
I don't know.
Seen
I
the
haven't
worst?
seen many high school games.
I mean,
I was in drumline, so I was seeing all that.
Well, that-
Talk louder
yeah.
and don't mumble.
What did you think of the drum line at halftime?
Didn't watch them.
What were you doing?
I was looking for you guys.
Jesticle.
I found the Canadian and
I sent him to you with love.
yeah. Well, I figured
The
rest
Canadian
of
is
you-
our friend Dole.
I didn't leave my
And
seat
then
at halftime
Kim too showed up to second half to go sit with the cast.
to see the exciting 3 points we scored in the second half.
But seriously,
That was
that
tense.
was the worst football game I've ever watched in Bank of America Stadium. And-
Time out.
I mean,
Time
the
out.
worst victory.
The worst
maybe.
victory.
Okay, yeah.
I got about 180 examples of worse
We
than
lived
that.
through the Jimmy Clausen years.
That,
We definitely
and
been to
then,
worse
when-
games.
even Cam, first couple years in primetime when the Giants raped us,
Oh,
we
yeah.
got raped by Tennessee. We've been fist fucked a lot of
We
times.
were in Green Bay for that 21-0 route in the first quarter.
Dude,
and Luke Kuechly
everybody,
get booted.
there is a definitive worst game, and it's the 2008 playoffs against the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, we should have won it by a zillion and lost by a zillion.
That was
Undefeated at home.
definitively the worst game in Bank of America Stadium ever.
At least in terms of making my feelings hurt.
I blocked it from my subconscious. I don't even remember.
We were both at that game. I got thrown out of that game. That was
He threw a fisticuff.
Did you? Where?
Fucking somebody pushed Mark's mom, and I wasn't having that.
He got ejected. For defending a lady's honor.
Yeah, but regardless, this was the worst win that I have ever seen
2-0.
in Bank of America Stadium.
Jessica, do you
We are
agree?
2-0.
The worst win that
Yes.
I've seen at the
Yes.
stadium. That would be it.
That's it, right? What else?
Would you agree?
What else can possibly? Yeah, if we won in a playoff, it wouldn't hurt
There
as
were
much. It's still a
4
playoff.
field goals the entire game.
There were 3 delay of game calls on our
In
quarterback,
what
our
NFL
NFL MVP quarterback.
I was concerned.
When was the last
that
time
the
Brady
points
had a delay
collectively
game?
were not going to break a double-digit number.
That was a legitimate concern for a while. That was a legitimate concern.
2-0.
Now,
I was concerned with them coming back as usual. You know, in the past, where the Panthers would not be able to score, not get into the end zone, and then the team would come back at the last minute. How many games do you remember losing?
100
I mean,
Yes.
you saw
easy.
last game
That was the
we
Panthers'
actually
formula.
performed better in the second half, which is not consistent with us. And I was kind of hoping that was going to happen again. That maybe we would turn on again in the second half, like
Yeah.
we've not done in the past. But
did not happen.
it,
You kept waiting
nobody turned on really.
for somebody
I
to
wasn't.
step up and start some real momentum. And honestly, the person that I think did the best job of that today is Kelvin Benjamin. And I talked a lot of shit about Kevin Benjamin.
What's the
before
numbers
season.
on KB?
He has 77 yards today.
He had
6
77.
catches.
And every
Like the
one of
team,
them came
obviously.
in big moments.
Right.
Big moments where we needed a first down.
Funchess had some.
Funchess had a
And
couple.
Dixon was 2 for 3.
Yeah, what?
And here's the thing: is if you
we
look
love
at,
big dicks. Keep doing what you're doing.
if you looked at Cam Newton's completion percentage, it's not that bad. It was something like 20 for 32. It's not great, but I mean, you should be scoring points.
Right.
And we got into the
At
red
home.
zone 3 times, which is ridiculous. We should be getting into the red zone way more. And not only that, like, you also have the emotional devastation of learning that Greg Olsen has a broken foot.
Yeah, that's lame.
That Ryan Khalil went and aggravated a neck injury in warm-ups.
Also lame.
Yeah,
That's super lame.
that Cam Newton gets put on the ground and doesn't get up for, 2 or 3 minutes?
What was
Like-
that? What I don't know what
That was they were
Shoulder.
ankle. It was ankle.
was it?
Yeah, they were
looking
saying
at
that it
his
was an
ankle.
ankle.
Yeah, he was limpy, and they took him in the medical tent.
And probably shot him full of steroids and
No doubt.
sent it back out.
Is that maybe that's why they put the tent up so you
And
can't see
occasional
the
spinach.
injection.
I guarantee
steroids.
that's why they put the 10.
Yes. So they can
Are
break
you
that
kidding
at all.
me?
Yes, NFL,
Yeah.
why not?
It's so that you can't see what they're doing.
They're probably giving him that shit like in Mad Max Fury Road where he like blows that white shit
Yeah,
up
he's
their
got
nose.
just
Like,
a
"Oh,
silver-
glory, let's get up." Yeah, the silver like they're huffing.
Oh man, but
That made sense if he came back out.
It actually did something.
You know, yeah.
What he did is lead his team to victory.
no, you know who led this team to victory?
Defense.
Julius Peppers.
Green.
Pep, welcome back, welcome home. That was very touching.
Yeah, he was very
heartwarming.
humble.
I felt the goosebumps when they introduced him last, and
He
it
came
was
out
like,
humble.
Yeah.
He was thankful to us.
He was the last person introduced during the player introductions.
you might have missed that on TV.
and it was the pop that you got from the crowd. It was
Bonafide.
yeah, it was. We were back in 08. Like Julius Peppers was still with the. It's like he never left.
It's like Ric Flair
I
walked into
love
Charlotte
Julius
Coliseum.
Peppers. I hated Julius Peppers
No comment.
last year, and I love Julius Peppers.
All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden,
I don't care.
I love Julius Peppers again.
2
Right.
sacks for your team changes things.
Yeah.
At 37.
And then
there's
Mario
another number.
Addison coming in with another one.
His game's getting stepped up.
You probably hear my kid. He loves Julius Peppers.
Huge Peppers fan.
Huge Peppers fan.
He also loves big dicks.
Yeah, Big Dixon.
2 for 3
Ed Dixon.
today.
2 for 3.
Oh man.
JJ Jansen. Perfect. Gano. Perfect. So they're
Gano's
they're the
gonna
heroes.
miss soon. I know
Yeah,
it.
what was he, like 6 for 6
We're
now?
getting all these shitty ones out of the way so that he blows it as soon as we get in the playoffs or need the win.
Yeah, he didn't have very long ones today. They were all pretty short.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them were over 40. 38, 24, and 20 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Check
chips.
all my ex-girlfriend.
God, yeah, you know. All right. Yeah, that wasn't bad. That's pretty good.
Nothing illegal there. That's good.
Nothing at all.
That's good. Realistic-ish.
It's funny because it's true.
And too, yeah. that.
So, how do you feel about the team that we saw? Number one, we also have to acknowledge that through 8 quarters of football, our defense is not allowed a touchdown.
Hell no, they haven't.
That's true.
Almost
And that's
shutouts.
super positive. That's such a great thing to look
We've
at
gone
right now.
both into half times with shutouts going. They've only scored late in the third and fourth quarter. We had outgained them some shit like 193 to 39
Just
yards at
couldn't
the half.
get in the end zone.
I mean, our defense is just insane, though. Ridiculous. Insane.
Well, I mean, today the run game on either side really wasn't all that.
It wasn't really
Fruitful.
impressive, and you expect that from people going against Carolina. That's what our defense does: is we shut down the run and make you pass.
Well, you bring up a really good point then. Sean McDermott kind of created that defense here in Carolina. Now we play him for a first time. Could this just be an anomaly in the fact that McDermott knew us so damn well that we barely were able to beat this team, and next week Saints come in and we just cockslap them?
You would think so,
That was
but you
overboard, sorry.
you also have the fact that a lot of the mistakes that we saw today were not Coach McDermott having our number. It was a failure to execute.
Right.
Straight up.
It was Cam overthrowing people. It was the offensive line not opening holes. It was Matt Khalil giving up, 2 sacks and 6 pressures?
That was rough.
7 pressures?
He had a bad game.
It was not a good game. Of course, we felt the loss of Ryan Khalil. With Tyler Larson out there, I think Tyler's going to be a great player. I really think that he's probably the heir apparent to Ryan Khalil.
Well, clearly, he got rid of Gronkowski.
It's just
Penalties on Williams.
the penalties.
Welcome back, Mike Remmer. The spirit of Remmer exists.
The penalties was something that absolutely killed us.
At
It knocked us out of field goal range.
At one point, we had more penalty yardage than they had total yardage.
How
That's absolutely true.
does
true.
Cam Newton, as a NFL MVP, a season removed, get 3 delay of game calls? What is the answer to that
I've
question?
noticed that a lot with him over the past, couple of seasons.
Is it his eyes?
Could it also sometimes be Shula's fault getting a play to him late?
Is it a
something
vision
that's
thing
not
like
talked
Wild
about.
thing in Major League?
And I've heard this before, that it could be Mike Shula getting the play in late to him. But I think that Cam needs to honestly, I love Cam.
Yeah.
And
How can you not?
I hate criticizing him, but he needs to move it along. You can't be lackadaisical getting up to the line.
There's no pep.
You don't have any kind of
Rhythm.
exactly. You need to have rhythm and get up there and be aware of the clock. Look, there's a giant fucking for the people that have never been to Bank of America Stadium
Or any stadium.
The play clock is gigantic.
It's huge.
It's at least this big.
You can't miss it. If you look for it, it is there.
It's like missing
And
your
it
doorknob
doesn't-
in your bedroom, in your house.
Week after week, you see
If your
the
doorknob
delay
is the
of
size
game
of a
calls.
beast ball, yeah.
Exactly. It's there. It's his stadium.
Just
Why
stop
is he not
fucking
seeing
doing that. Can we just stop doing that?
Yeah.
That's what I'd like.
Yeah, the holding was bad.
How many times do we have 3rd and 17? Like 4
Oh,
drives in a row?
The 3rd and longs are awful. Just killing us all day.
3rd and impossibles.
Christian had
And then the
a
delay
good
game, or the offside, or the
That one grab was nasty.
And then Stewart with that stupid penalty for spiking the ball, delay a game. That's what it was. Cam only had 2. Stewart had that other one. So we watch undisciplined football. Definitely from my team. I don't know the Bills enough to pass judgment, but they almost beat us, guys. Really. So is there much to be happy
We almost
about?
beat ourselves.
Oh, I'm tired of beating ourselves and everybody else beating us.
How many teams go 2-0 and have their fans look like this and have this conversation?
Well, most people can't go 2-0 totally on the backs of the defense.
that's also true.
And Graham Gano.
I just don't. I don't feel good. I should feel great after a win, but I just watched a 9-3 game.
That's triple as many points as those motherfuckers had.
You know what? Looking on the bright side.
Always.
I think it
Buffalo.
says a lot about our defense, and I think it also says a lot about our offense.
Well, we could have had at least 30 points. So
We should have had at least 21.
we can execute better, and we will. Whatever. That was a tough game. I mean, Cam got sacked 6 times, hurried relentlessly.
Yeah.
Our O-line was abysmal. The people grabbing chip blocks were screwed up. McCaffrey caught that chop block penalty.
No
for
running
Cam.
game.
Yeah, the chop block by McCaffrey hurt.
Did not get 100 yards. I think we were in the platoon of 70, 75 yards, something like that. Ow, bitch. And then, it was hot out there.
And they were in it until the last half minute.
It was hot, too.
Shit, man. Last 14 seconds was that one play where we were beat. That guy just can't catch. That's their Ed Dixon.
Yeah, that was
Awful. And Kalen Clay about gave us a gimme. He fumbled that
damn you, Daryl Worley.
Worley, I will say, those last few defensive snaps, that didn't make any sense. That motherfucker was 20 yards off his guy every play. He couldn't have made a play on the ball if he was standing there. He just couldn't do it.
Right.
It was awful.
It blew me away how far he was from his guy.
Well, I think
Every play,
we dodged a bullet.
the important drive of the
Totally dodged.
We're
bullet.
2-0.
Oh, yeah.
Jessica, what do you think about the Saints next week? Who wins?
I definitely think we're going to win that one. I know that they suffered a heavy loss today, undoubtedly.
Thanks, Tom.
But
Tom Brady, you the man.
I
You are the
don't
man.
think
Till we
that
play
they're
you
going to
two.
have it in them next week. Regardless of how bad we played, we're still 2-0.
Right.
So
Did
I
the
think
Saints
we're gonna
lose
definitely
last
carry
week,
that
too?
in.
They
got
did.
destroyed.
They're
So-
0-2.
Yeah,
Minnesota beat the hell out of them.
They have absolutely zero
You
wins.
figure they're due for a W, but
That's what
I
scares
don't
me the
think-
most. Is that their backs are against the wall. They need to win. They lost at home, so that may not necessarily translate to their division rival. And the way the Panthers are playing, we don't.
I mean, do you see a
correct.
loss coming?
No, I'm not saying that, but it's maybe another deal like Buffalo,
I mean, you
another
see
one that
Ted-
grinded out.
Ted
The
Ginn
15
has
and
not been getting
the
hardly
15 and 1
any
season we
traction.
did that. Remember the Indianapolis games and the Tennessee game? Like they were all like just fist fights right to the end. We just won at the last minute. Even the Seattle game, we came back and won.
Well, even at one game.
If that's our identity and how we're going to win, then I fear for our longevity, especially like you said with Olsen and Khalil. Uncertain
The loss of
for next week.
Olsen.
Oh yeah, I mean,
He's done. He's definitely done for a year because that's
Not
what
a year.
somebody said.
At least
He has a broken foot. He will not be on the field
Yeah,
next
there's
week.
just like a hairline
Unless there's
fracture or,
some
toes
fucking
dangling.
miracle. He was on crutches.
I didn't know any of this.
Yeah, he was in a boot and on crutches.
Get well soon, Greg. Yeah.
So the loss of Greg Olsen cannot be understated. That is a huge.
We're just going to need
fold
big
of
dicks
what we
to
do.
fill that hole.
Another thing to keep in mind is we have, for whatever reason, Funchess looked great today. Kelvin
I don't think you can.
McCaffrey got hops.
Funchess was amazing today,
Yeah.
but
Russell Shepard.
I've also seen
Shepard
him
looking
be
good.
absolute dick shit.
All I'm
So-
saying is if you take, this is just, all you can do is guess, but you take Olsen out last year, it's more impactful than right now. It's the same way in the Super Bowl year. We won a lot of games without Luke and came
We
back,
did.
so let's win some games without Greg. He comes back, we're better, and, we'll just pass the ball around a little more, and I think we're going to be all right. We do miss Greg, but we're going to be all right.
Next week is going to be a
Another
test
test.
for us. I think that New Orleans is probably the best team that we've played so far.
Oh, yeah.
I disagree.
Who do you think?
Buffalo today.
I'm not going to give them credit anywhere at all. They're terrible. They're ugly. Their stupid uniforms are
Their
stupid.
colors suck.
They're not good people. They're
better than Falcons fans, but not much.
yeah, anyone's better than that, but still, yeah. What the hell? A turd's a turd. But either way, I hate them. They're not that good. We stack up well against them. Our run game should decimate them, even if our line's
Their
mediocre.
defense is terrible.
We're going to be able to throw those middle
Yeah,
of the
that's
field
a good
passes.
point.
What's his name? The old man go back there? Harper.
Roman Harper, I think so.
AJ Klein is there.
And he's their Luke.
He's their middle linebacker.
Whatever.
I mean,
He's not as
you
good as
know,
Luke.
and that's like today. Something I thought about was now that Tolbert's against us. I mean, you're looking at another team who has at least a couple players. They have Ted Ginn Jr. also.
Oh, that's right. Gibbs there.
Going up against a
Good
team
point,
that they're
Justin.
somewhat familiar with.
God, I
you
hope
know?
he drops a pass. In
It would be so funny.
That would be so
Yeah,
amazing.
Feel our pain, New Orleans.
He's not been gaining a lot of traction from what I've seen.
He sucks.
No, they're
He's
0-2,
terrible.
and honestly, 0-3, their season's done. And if they lose a division game, that's like their season's done.
At 0-2, their shit's pretty much done. They're
I'm,
bad.
I'm telling you, they're dangerous as F, and we're going to have problems next week.
I mean,
Yeah, he says
technically,
so.
that's like a horse
No, I
number.
didn't.
Everybody has
I don't know why the
problems
fuck I
next
did
week.
that.
Why the F you did that?
Why the F I did that.
This is effing ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Why are we not saying fuck?
NFL.
I don't know.
NFR.
Fuck the NFL?
I felt bad after I said
No fun
cock
league.
slap.
Cock slap, it could be multiple things. You cock a gun, you cock the hammer, like Cypress Hill.
Cock slap like that.
Cock
Or you
slap
actually
a
smack a
rooster.
rooster, yeah. Yeah.
See?
Or it could be slapping someone
Don't
with a
feel
penis.
I don't know, I think the defense is great. I'm happy.
There's that one too, Splinter. Good point.
I think Buffalo only had 176
I wouldn't
yards.
rule it out.
Talking about cock slapping. We cock slapped their offense.
Personal
totally.
foul. We totally hurt their feelings. Bills fans overall, hey, what'd you guys think? Oh, I didn't think they were
They get up
overly
way
douchey.
too much to get up beers. I mean, way too much.
That's true.
Yeah.
They drink
And
a lot.
there are so fucking many of them.
They
Like, how have
there's a
they
good
not
amount.
given up?
and they do that chant. I don't know what it was, how it goes, but
Let's
I
go
made up my own
Buffalo.
little thing, and it was like, "Shut
Let's-
the fuck up." I just don't remember how it went because that
I
was
had
my
these four
response.
big Bills fans sitting in front of me, and the two dudes on the end kept like, "I'll punch you in the fucking mouth!" Like just at the whole thing.
That's the guy in
Just
front of
yelling
us
that
trying
at
to
each
fight
other.
someone.
Well, it's because the guy behind us, a Panthers fan, was ragging. He had an EJ Manuel jersey, which I don't even think EJ Manuel has a freaking EJ Manuel jersey.
He sold them all for nothing.
So, I mean, I guess whatever. There's still people who wear DeLome jerseys.
I just wear my just
Well, man, it was-
Just so you know, I think DeLome is greater than EJ Manuel.
Yeah,
of course.
easily.
Yeah, he was
We
a
should get
starting
Shaky
quarterback
Jake
for
on the
8
show.
years.
Let's get Shaky Jake on the show. What's he up
Why
to?
do we
He's
never see
banking
any
in New
JJ
Orleans.
Jansen jerseys?
I thought he was doing fucking horse racing and shit, like
He's
breeding
like a
horses.
CEO or CSO or some shit, CFO of some bank. I'm not joking. Him and Moose and Muhammad are in banking and shit, and acquisition.
I know
of
that
businesses.
Moose owns Wild Wing Cafe.
Yeah, that's the acquisition of mergers and shit he's doing. He's owning a ton of them. They're opening up a bunch of new ones.
Amy?
I wonder if
The
CJ's
Moose.
getting in on that.
Who knows, man? He bought some real estate. Everyone's getting rich, man. Everyone's getting paid.
Dude,
Smitty's
the
at
Panthers
Valley
players are smart with their money.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes they hire killers to shoot pregnant people.
Steven Davis, I heard.
And
Steven Davis, I heard, I mean, not that he was here that long.
Oh, no,
but
he's
he didn't
broke.
do well. Yeah, he's broke as fuck.
And he's also got dementia.
Yeah, he's lost his
Not to
temper.
bring the show down or anything,
Yeah,
but
sorry.
yeah, he's got.
If this
CTE
win wasn't
real
ugly
bad.
enough.
Let's talk
Life
about a
after football.
sitcom starring Steven Davis and Ray Caruth.
So
And Greg Hardy.
And Greg Hardy.
I don't know when this is going to get posted. Green Bay and Atlanta have not played yet as of this filming, but we
Go Green
obviously
Bay.
hope that Green Bay is going to win.
Did you guys know?
Fuck you, Atlanta.
Just in case you forgot, Falcons blew a 25-point lead.
They did
Backwards.
indeed.
And you can get that on Etsy or eBay. Just search for the Falcons blew a 25-point lead.
It's good for
Or come find us in person if you happen to see us out.
in person, in public,
In public,
where
in
we
person.
are a lot.
Don't find us in person in private. That'd be scary. And downright
Don't come
creepy
find
as
me
shit.
in my house.
Yeah, you'll
Yes.
be the ones who are sorry if you do.
We're all armed.
Whatever. I'm happy to be 2-0.
They'll have arms.
First place. No one else in this division has 2 wins.
That's true.
So everyone can go to hell. We're first place for
Right now, until tonight.
Amen. Right
potentially.
now, we are first place in the NFC.
First place,
Going to
NFC
the
South
playoffs.
feels good, boys.
Keep pounding. I'm
Keep
happy
pounding.
with it.
Pounding.
Keep
down
pounding.
with it.
You
Defense
guys
is
too.
stout.
Keep pounding.
And congratulations on your twin boys, Luke Kuechly.
Oh, seriously?
What?
He's going to have twin boys.
Oh.
I didn't even know he was seeing somebody.
It's me.
Yeah. Keep pounding.
If you like us, please subscribe to us at Panthers Poundcast on YouTube.
Cam says, like on Facebook. And click the bell next to subscribe to get notifications every time we release a new video. Keep pounding.